A week ago, I told you that my friend Mark Deliduka had a special exhibit with his 1,000 tanks, and we were there to cover it. So enjoy this segment.
Cleverly painted mural designed to give the illusion
This crazy thing.
Oh,
Like a battleship on train tracks.
and what's unbelievable is that everything is the same scale.
Yeah.
So you
that
take a
right
look
there.
at this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That had to be,
I want
it'd be a nightmare to be on the receiving end of it.
Oh, man.
And you knew it was coming. You knew the sound, it would hit before the sound would hit.
Can you imagine how many miles of recoil this would have to?
Not as much as you think. I've seen video of that. They used that to blow up, I think that's one of the railguns. They used it to blast an underwater arsenal in, I think it was in the Black Sea, in Sebastopol. The Russians were protecting all their munitions under the bay, in a bunker that was underwater. And this thing penetrated and hit it, and blew it up. Yeah, I think it's that one.
I'm going to pick up another rock from the pile of rubble, pass light again, yeet it down the hallway.
Goes through the archway and marks the wall. You can tell that the walls are like every which way. Everybody take 3
Three
points.
damage.
All right. All right, everybody. Good evening. Good night.
Look at your number. You want to see if there's any,
Pull up Jay, and I want to see if there's any traps.
Okay, what's the range on that?
30 feet of traps. Yeah.
Just traps?
That one, yes.
I'm still detecting that, so.
You not detecting any
What kind of
So
data?
you got here.
Yeah, I know that. Now I'm gonna do it for secret doors, for 15 feet.
15 feet?
Alright.
15.
You know this.
It just got
See you something new, Joe?
No,
I just,
It just flies.
so this.
It will give me the general direction, it doesn't like line
One of
those
those things
things.
that just always surprises the shit out of me.
You know,
Right here.
Continue to look at this and, yeah.
He says just general direction, he didn't say direction, so I know that
I have to
it's.
ask,
Alright, I'm
when
going to know
that
very.
thing fired,
So you're saying you're
how long
Well,
was the
you said it was gonna be.
Yes.
I know the general direction, I just know it was like, really? Yeah, that.
So I'll check this side. if
And
you-
right there,
over here and
and
look
that
real
area is
close,
where the volume
you'll
is.
see that
So we'll
there's
shoot right there.
pads.
Directly.
Okay.
Okay.
Use your pads.
Why don't we-
And this.
Why don't we just investigate this wall?
This is the recoil.
Does that simplify things?
Okay, so when this thing fired, this one, this one.
10.
I know it's there.
Wow.
19.
That's why when people say this, that is
You seem to notice the
They
sun.
made these extra big, just because they needed to handle this pounding that this thing was getting.
Line separation.
And these were spring loaded here.
There are no traps.
So
It's about 10 feet above.
this whole piece here
There are no
had a
traps.
You
spring
just hear
inside
caragos.
that would allow it to be able to just pound and not affect these. Because these were needed to transport the whole thing when they took it down and started.
I'm strong enough to
pick her up. I basically walked over.
Now, this was used in both the eastern and western.
It was used primarily on the eastern front. They use it in Sevastopol, they used it in Leningrad, they even used it for the Warsaw Uprising.
Wow.
Yeah, they used it on Warsaw, during the Warsaw Uprising, and then they moved it to the west to shell the fillet pocket. But at that time, the Americans were pretty much closed
You press on the
the
sun and it
gap,
digs and it opens.
and this thing was captured
And what you see,
right after it got set up. And the other one, the Gustav, she was
ready
at
to clean that one off.
Stalingrad. But
I had a lot more I could get out.
they couldn't dismantle it fast enough because the Russians were coming.
How wide is it?
So they scuttled it. In effect,
So,
Down the main passage or?
as looking at the display here, what are your thoughts?
It is a very impressive display. I am actually taken away by the amount of time and commitment and passion that went into fueling this. I asked Mark, like, when I built models, I would build them in all different scales, 135, 148, 72. He has a very strong passion for wanting to keep everything in scale, so that when you're putting things next to each other, you're like, oh, relative to this tank, this Jeep would be this size, or this plane would be this other size. Even so much so that when he did his Star Wars model, his Millennium Falcon was also at 1/72 scale. So to see all the armor on the table like this, I'm just blown away. It's really fun, it's really enjoyable. This piece is probably my favorite one out of the whole set, because when you look at it, you're like, there's no way that this could be the same size and the same scale as all the other pieces. There's a little tiny room here, 1/72 scale, with this massive shell next to him, and I'm not as much of a war aficionado as a lot of the other members, but they assure me that this is truly in scale and truly exact relative size to all these other pieces. So when you're looking at a shell that big and you're looking at a tank that big, you're like, the shell is half the length of the tank. If something got hit with that, it's gone. I mean, I guess it was used against cities and things. It's a massive shell, and I guess you could use it against ships and other large vehicles, but it's a lot to take in, and you could spend an hour here just going through and looking at all the details of the model. And then
This is like a ramrod of some kind, isn't it?
isn't that crazy? I think
that's like a
probably the
ramrod or a-
powder.
Yeah.
So you have like the shell, and then the amount of charge you needed behind it to do the right distance. And I'm guessing that that's like a wadding or something, but
Wow.
Mark would know for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And then like you've got some in World War II, some in a little more modern. Some of the Israeli ones up there. I've noticed that there's a lot of similarities to the Israeli APC in how it looks to the Games Workshop Rhino for Warhammer 40,000. So you can see there's lots of little nods to the modern gaming and sci-fi gaming, where they've taken aspects of the historical and then kind of repurposed or reframed the designs. Even the T-34, the Russian tanks, are a lot like the Imperial Guard tanks in Warhammer 40K. So it's really cool, because I didn't know all the World War II stuff, so I'm seeing it going backwards. I'm going from the future 40K universe and then seeing, hey wait, that looks like this. Hey wait, that looks like. And of course, they borrowed from real historical tanks. The silhouette and the shape I think you had even pointed out, like looking at one of the APCs from the top, looks like a Corvette. Like you're
Yeah.
right. When you look at it top down, the silhouette, the profile, it's just amazing.
Well, thank you.
Well worth a visit and well worth coming out to see this. So if you have any of your viewers that haven't come here, I'd encourage them to come on down. It's still going to be open for a few more days. And a lot of stuff to see.
Sounds good.
Best of all, it's free.
So, Sean, what are your thoughts about this exhibit tonight?
Well, this is the most incredible display, of course. I've known Mark for many, many years, and I think I've seen his collection probably from maybe about 500 models grow over the years until this amazing milestone of 1,000 armor models, just all in one huge collection. And all along the way, he's always been excited. Every new milestone he's reached, it just keeps going. I'm especially impressed. You ask him about any individual one of these models, he can tell you everything about it. He knows what vehicle it is, where it was used, when it was used, what makes it distinct from all of the others that sometimes not just like it. But he knows those differences. I've seen, I think, how much there are those? Right there, there's a row. About 8 or 9 Jeeps. To me, I'm thinking Jeeps. They all look the same. No, they are not the same. There is something distinctive about every single one of those, and that's why they're in Mark's collection. I mean, I know some guys have just a massive collection of, say, Shermans, but you're building, some of them are just battalions of the same mark, just different markings, but the same mark. No, everything in Mark's collection is a different version. So very, very little, if any of this, is the same version twice. Even if it's, quote, the same version in 2 different markings, different nations, there's a couple of little unique pieces to them. Everything here, nothing is a straight up duplicate. This isn't just mass production of the same thing over and over again. And that's one of the things that I think is most impressive about Mark's collection.
All right, well, thanks for taking your time. Appreciate it. All right.
All right, what's everybody saying about it first before we start? What do we, like, what's the plan? What do you want?
Just be honest. Just
No,
let me know.
Are we talking about Mark? Are we talking about the models themselves? What's everybody saying?
I'm just going to ask you a real simple, yeah.
Cool, we're good. I'm ready.
Okay. So, what did you think about the display?
It's pretty stunning. There's so much going on. To get all that done in a lifetime is hard for me to imagine. But he's been at that since, how old? I don't even remember. Since he was a little kid. 7 years old.
Yeah.
I think I built my first model when I was about 8 or 9, and I still have it because it's kind of a disaster. But he had beautiful models, even when he was 7. Totally blows me away, really.
All right, thanks.
My favorite thing about his collection is it's like a catalog of everything that's ever been done in 1/72nd scale. And it's fun to see what all those boxes contain that you would see at the hobby store. I remember a lot of those models when I was a kid, and I never had the money or the time to build them all, but he did. And it's phenomenal to see them all in one place. It's like a history of plastic modeling for the last 40 years. Really amazing. I'm glad I got to see it.
Awesome. So, what are your thoughts about the display here tonight?
That is an impressive display. This guy has clearly been very dedicated to what he has been collecting, and I like the way that he broke it up by country. It's cool to see it by country and by nation. It's a cool way to display it, and it's a cool display.
All right, thanks.